all the way from Tucson, Arizona. Put your hands together for Drake Belt.
Keep it going for Lamar and all the other comics going tonight. And woo, I am out of breath. I did not know there was a step there to get on the stage. This is going to be a surprise to a lot of people in the room, but I'm fat. Do you know how hard it is to grow up with the name Drake, but grow up with the body of Josh? I am really worried about my weight, though. I went to the doctor's office recently, and as soon as I walked in, they looked at me and go, obese. And I was just there to get my teeth cleaned. Why do they need to know my BMI? I read recently that when a boy goes through puberty to become a man, his voice goes through 5 distinct stages to deepen. Can you imagine what I sounded like at 9 years old? I ended up here. Puberty for me was my voice cracked one time, and that was it. I had somebody tell me recently that my voice sounds like a positive AIDS test. Which I thought was really offensive, but this half of the room laughed really hard at that, so thank you. I swear when God was making me, he was doing whippets of helium. He's just like... That's masculine enough. Let's give this guy the body of a linebacker and the voice of a figure skater. He'll kill it. I find it really hard to masturbate. I'm just not my type. Not into fat guys. I am married to a woman, making dad proud. I said that recently in a show, and this person in the back goes, but do they have ovaries? I'll check under the hood. I have no idea. My wife did tell me recently that she wants to go see a medium. She's tired of this XXL. You held that in. No, my wife's super into astrology, like a little too much. It's becoming a personality trait. When I met my wife, the first thing she asked me was what my sign was. And when I told her, she goes, this is never gonna work out. We've been together for 10 years, married 4. I actually had to change our vows to be through sickness and in health, all planetary alignments. We sleep in different rooms, anything in retrograde. She's a Scorpio, though, so she's insane. An adult who believes in astrology. Wild. We do have a son together. He was born last year on the 4th of July, which is really ironic for me because that was the night I lost my freedom. My wife's super old school and didn't want to know what the sex of the baby was, but put me in charge of all the baby shower decorations. And I don't know if you've ever gone shopping for a baby shower, but there's 2 choices, blue and pink. So I just went with the theme and got a banner that said it's cancer. It was either that or it's crabs, and that's gross, come on. I highly recommend posting pictures on your social media with you in a banner that says it's cancer, though. Because the financial donations, I made so much money off this baby shower. He's going to college. Someone I don't know started a GoFundMe for me. It was great. My grandfather called me for the first time in my entire life and goes, is it terminal? Keep sending those checks. I think I'm gonna have it forever. I love being a dad. I think being a dad's way easier than being a mom. And I think this because I took my son to the grocery store the other day. Just him and I. We made it down one aisle and this older woman approached us and she goes, you were so comfortable with him. You seem so present. You must be an active father. And no one has described me as active a day in my entire life. Women feel this way all the time. Varsity, let's do it. When you have a kid, though, it changes your relationship with a lot of stuff. The biggest thing for me was my relationship with poop. When you have kids, it's important to know that the doctors are gonna ask you about their bowel movements. And if you don't know the answer, they write it down on the chart that they will call CPS. My son was constipated recently, and every time I changed his diaper, I was praying, I hope it's a poop. I hope it's a poop. Which is honestly such a nice reprieve from my day-to-day life, where it's just more like, I hope it's not poop. I hope it's not. You ever pooped your pants at work? And it's not bad enough that you're gonna clock out? But it is bad enough that you have to walk discreetly to the bathroom. You take your underwear off in there and wrap it up in paper towel, you throw it in the garbage. You're feeling real confident about it. And the janitor makes awkward eye contact with you and he's like, stop pooping your pants at work, Drake, it's been 3 days. It has changed my relationship with my wife. Like a romantic night out with my wife and I, as our son goes to bed on time, we sneak in a game show and we go to bed on time. I do find it creeping into my dirty talk though. I looked my wife in the eyes the other day and I go, sex, deal or no deal? She goes, come on down. On me, I'd like to buy an O-Phase. We finish, we go, we make eye contact into bed, and she goes, I'd like to phone one of your friends. Thank you, everybody. I've been Drake Bell. You can follow me on Instagram at Drake Bell.